Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some NFL news for the round 2 here. So, per report, hashtag Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith is hopeful to play Sunday against the hashtag Titans. He said, and quote, "I feel pretty good, still getting better." So, when explicitly asked if he is good to go for Sunday, he said, and quote, "hope so," via John P. Boyle. So, he was active for the Seahawks-Eagles game, but Drew Lock started that game. It might be Drew Lock starting, I don't know. I believe. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Geno Smith and Drew Lock put up the same stats, so he might just start Drew Lock the rest of the year. And just let Geno Smith get healthy. He said he's still getting better, he's not fully healthy, so I mean, I don't know. So, trending. Hashtag Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown says the NFL should get rid of Monday Night Football. End quote. Right after the game, you only have a certain amount of time for your body to recover. ... I think they should take Monday Night Football out. I know it's cool ... but to turn around after is very difficult, especially when banged up. Period. End quote. Freaking the Eagles, man, are such crybabies. This is why I do not like the Philadelphia Eagles. And because of LaShawn McCoy. Stupid analyst on Speak. Dude thinks he's a genius, an analyst. That's why I hate the freaking Eagles, man. He would not have said this if they had won this football game. It's like 2023 is the crybaby era for the NFL. Like the freaking crybaby era. And people say, "Oh, you play in the league?" No. Look, it's just, I've heard so many players crying this year in the freaking NFL. You want to get rid of Monday Night Football? Why? Because you lost? Get over it, A.J. Brown. Get over it. And like, that's saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to school on Mondays." Well, I have to go. It's like saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to work." You have to go to work. Monday Night Football's been around for decades at this point. Well, when you lose to Drew Lock, I guess you ought to make excuses. But Thursday Night Football is the freaking bigger problem. It's not even Monday. If you want to do that, then get rid of Thursday games and do more Saturday or doubleheader Monday games. Simple as that. Wah excuses. Does he not realize Thursday Night Football is like 2 days shorter recovery time? Like, 2 weeks. A.J. Brown, you're weak. You're soft. So, per your report, hashtag Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence with a concussion is sitting at practice day via Mike Garofalo. So, he was placed in concussion protocol a few days ago, and he's sitting at practice today with that concussion. So, he is out of practice, and I don't think he's going to play in their next game. But that's not too much of a loss, because, I mean, he's kind of been playing pretty bad this season. So I don't know if that's too big of a loss there for them. So, Dolphins punter Jake Bailey just got engaged to Bailey Nicole. Dang, a punter got a baddie? Good to go on this punter here. Congratulations to Jake Bailey. So, trending Hall of Famer Jerome "The Bus" Bettis has just finished his last final, graduating from the University of Notre Dame, fulfilling the promise he made to his mother years ago. So, congratulations to Jerome Bettis, graduating from the University of Notre Dame. So, there's that. Not much more to say about that. So, per report, hashtag Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who has an ankle injury, returned to practice on Thursday. Dolphins fans and fantasy owners rejoice. And he's not going to do much against my Dallas Cowboys, especially against Deron Bland. I mean, Deron Bland's going to lock up Tyreek Hill. And at best, he's going to get like 70 yards at best. Maybe 80, if he's lucky. Because they're probably going to double him, too. So, we can double him, I guess. Or put Stephon Gilmore on him. But yesterday was probably a rest day, so people are probably just overreacting. I think he's just out for a rest day. Hashtag Bengals wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase. Some news here. With a shoulder, it was ruled out for Sunday's game versus the hashtag Steelers per the team. The Steelers, or the Bengals, have had so many injuries this year. Joe Burrow out for the season. Ja'Marr Chase now with a shoulder. So, T. Higgins probably be their wide receiver 1 for Sunday. Most likely. They're still going to beat the Steelers without Ja'Marr Chase, so. Yeah, trending. Never mind, I'm not done talking about this, who cares. A per report from Josiah Anderson that Dolph Cleveland pretty much just copied word for word. Hashtag Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is looking for at least $15 million per year for teams looking to hire him as their head coach next season. That would put him in the same category as Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, Sean McVay, Sean Payton, and Kyle Shanahan. And this is what Josiah Anderson said. Dolph Cleveland for me just copied it from word for word. These coordinators get out of hand. $15 million. He'll never have an offense more talented than the Lions' offense. It's absolutely stacked. I mean, he can, but I think his play calling works with the Lions because the offense is pretty stacked for Detroit. So if I was him, I'd rather just stay an offensive coordinator for Detroit. But it kind of is Dan Campbell's offense. But being a still creative play caller and sharp mind. But if you can't formulate a whole offense and design schemes and plays, it's a whole lot harder. But while I'm sure he's doing that, Dan has a huge say in it. Dan also sat behind Sean Payton for 5 years, so he knows the importance. But I think the offense was good. Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, they got a good coaching staff. If I was him, I would just stay with Detroit. Just to be honest. So, trending, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, he clapped back at his critics saying he's carried by his teammates. I keep receipts. I keep receipts. All the narratives about it. I'm only good with Tyreek in. I'm only good when Jalen's in. I'm only as good as Raheem Mostert allows me to be. I'm the worst player football player if that's what you want. Whatever it is, whatever you do need on your show, I'm sure to do my job. My job is to win NFL games. It's such a lazy argument by the media. Football is a team sport. Yes, players need other players to look their best. It's a team sport. I hate when people say that, oh, this player gets carried by this player, yada, yada, yada. It's a team sport, okay? Like, nobody can achieve greatness without good teammates. Like elite receivers like Tyreek Hill and a good receiver in Jalen Waddle. Good running backs. I mean, you have to have a good offensive line as well. You only get carried. Well, you have to have good teammates, I mean. And Shannon Sharp apparently went off on Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa for defending himself, and he keeps receipts. Come on, Tua, you had a nice bounce back game. Don't start pretending like you're a top 3 quarterback. He's not pretending he's a top 3 quarterback, but half the media was saying he shouldn't even be in the league like 6 months ago. And pass yards, completion percentage, he's first this year. Passer rating, second. He's tied 5th in passing touchdowns. Tied 3rd in wins. Second in yards/attempts. I mean, everybody just hates freaking Tua, man. Nobody said, he just put words into his mouth. He never said he was a top 3 quarterback. He's just calling out the critics. I mean, and this is what Micah's talking about with the media. So, Giants QB Tommy DeVito has filed new trademarks for, quote, Tommy Cutlets and passing Pisano, end quote. The plan is to sell branded decals, clothing, pasta, pizza, tomato sauces, and energy drinks. 3 more weeks left of the hot train of Tommy DeVito. It'll come in handy after his playing career. There's people he can pay to do this stuff for, right? I mean, he's cashing in while he can. So, I mean, so trending, Bucks linebacker Devin White defends himself from fans and critics claiming he quit on his team, end quote. I just been seeing a lot of stuff saying like that. I quit on my team. I don't understand how I could do that when it was a personal, like for me and Coach Bowles, Todd Bowles, decision to sit down and rest to be able to help my team. And when I haven't been playing, I've been in the building. I've been out there just supporting them. I'll never quit on my team. He didn't even travel to the next game. He don't understand us. Just like we don't understand what the hell why he's trying to spin. Come on. He's quit on his team. He's just not a good linebacker. Sorry. The hashtag NFL highest QB sack rate in the NFL. Men of 100 attempts. Justin Fields 10.6%, Ryan Tannehill 10.7%, Zach Wilson 11.1%, Daniel Jones 15.8%, and Tommy DeVito 17.9%. Man, DeVito's the only one on this list here that hasn't been hurt yet this season. I don't think, everybody on this quarterback list has been hurt except for Tommy DeVito. So, hashtag Titans QB Will Levis still has high hopes for a Sunday return against hashtag Seahawks, quote, end quote. As far as I'm concerned, I think if you are able to play, you play. Despite missing practice this week, if Levis can't go, veteran Ryan Tannehill will start Malik Willis part of the team. So he's going to try and play. He's going to try and play. If he can play, he can play. And he knows how important it is, and that missing one game can cause someone else to take your spot. But I don't think anybody will take his spot though. So only the undefeated 49ers have a better record than the Colts, 5-1 since week 9. They've been playing a lot really good, and they can make the playoffs. Trending, NFL legend Tom Brady says his pick for MVP would be 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey. Peyton Manning also gave his endorsement to Christian McCaffrey to win MVP. The last non-QB to win MVP was Adrian Peterson in 2012 when he rushed for over to just nearly 2,100 yards, which was second all-time in a single season in NFL history. I like McCaffrey, but I don't think he'll win MVP. But I think he should have a shot to win it for sure. Trending, Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton was asked about how he feels about being 6-point underdogs against the 49ers for Monday night's game. Quote, we feel a little disrespected by that. I felt we are the best team in the league and we have opportunity in front of the country to show it. End quote. I get it, both teams are great. I think it should be an awesome game. I don't think either team will get blown out. It should be definitely closer than a 6-point spread. But on the road, it's going to be tough to win, but I think they can. I would go over to his ranks, but I went over him when I talked about him, so yeah, I don't feel like it. Bears Justin Fields responded to critics doubting his future with the Bears organization. Fields says he's shown, end quote, improvement. They know. Everybody in the building knows who I am. Like I said, I control what I control, and that's it. They currently hold the first overall pick via the Panthers Bryce Young trade. You got to build around Fields. I think they'll take Marvin Harrison Jr. Fields might not be elite, but he's definitely not the problem. I think they can build around him, get a receiver, maybe a tight end in the draft, we'll see. 5 pass rushers in the NFL according to Buck, Shaq Barrett, Michael Parsons, Max Crosby, TJ Watt, Daniel Hunter, and Von Miller. Replace Von Miller with Myles Garrett. Per report, NFL officials failed to properly inflate the kicking balls for the Patriots-Chiefs game on Sunday by Mark Daniels. According to multiple sources, the footballs that are meant for each team's kicking units were underinflated by 2 pounds. After team complaints, officials took the K-balls into the locker room at halftime, where they were discovered to weigh 11 pounds instead of the legal limit of 13.5 per sources. Dang, we got Deflategate 2.0. They really need a new crop of refs in sports. Update. Dolphins are hosting Pro Bowl defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh for a visit. And could he return to Miami for a playoff run? Possibly. Update. No team picked up pass rusher Jason Pierre-Paul or pass rusher Justin Houston on waivers. They're both free agents and can sign with any team, so maybe a playoff team can add them, but I don't think any team will. The top 5 wide receivers in NFL history, according to Jerry Rice. Number 1, Jerry Rice. Can't blame him. Calvin Johnson, Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens. that's his top five. Marvin Harrison could definitely be up there. There's a lot of quarterbacks he could put, but yeah, it's all the NFL news here. So until next time, peace.